What's going on, YouTube? This is Squids. How's everyone doing today? I wanted to discuss something that I kind of wanted to talk about for a while because as a huge Yu Yu Hakusho fan, it has been kind of brought to my attention from time to time about how, I guess, towards like the Chapter Black arc with Sensui, and when he essentially kills Yusuke, a lot of people consider the Nezuko, I'm trying to think of what it is, but the demon blood, um, and like they say it's like a total huge plot armor. Now I can kind of see where that goes along. I mean, granted, Yusuke trained so hard with Genkai. He trained, you know, to the hardest extent, even to accept Genkai's special technique almost literally killed the man. He went through so much hardship and training to get to where he was. But however, the fact that, he did have I'm not even going to try, I butchered it again. He had his ancestral demon blood in him. It's a cop-out, which, I mean, I can kind of see, but as the story progresses on, even with all the hard training he does with that demon blood into him, he still ends up losing the Demon World tournament. So, even if it is a sense of plot armor, I don't exactly count that as plot armor because it added to the story, and from there on, it made sense. However, what if Yusuke did not come back to life in this situation? What if he did in fact die? What would have happened? Would Hiei, Kurama, and oh my goodness, everybody's gonna hate me for this. Hiei, Kurama, and Kuwabara all chased after him, right after Sensui, and went into there. What would the results have been? We see from the fight in the anime that those three, even with their awakened forms, with Yoko, Kurama, and Hiei with his ultimate, Dragon of the Darkness Flame, and Kurama with his new Spirit Sword, going all full blast at Sensui in his holy gold armor, and nothing's really getting done. So, like, what happens, if Yusuke doesn't come back to life? The world's like screwed, right? Like, what's gonna happen? Because clearly they're not gonna win, right? The path to Demon World's gonna be completely open, and there's gonna be invasion. And what's gonna happen? Like, yeah, in theory, it'd make a really good plot, like almost like a side plot. If like a what if series, I could see us going really far because, like, obviously they may get defeated, but I don't foresee them dying. So these three are gonna have to do a lot of training in the demon world just to be able to, attempt to stop Sensui and everything. But at the same time, they got to try to hurry up and do that because with the barricade open to the demon world, clearly these things are coming in. But like at the same time, it gets to the point of, well, who's on earth that can defend it? Well, at this point, all you really have is Genkai, who is, not exactly strongest state, and maybe Botan. Nothing that's really able to grasp and do things. I mean, you got a couple other people that could probably help out, but obviously from the demon side, like the allies for the tournament, like like Chu and all those guys in the gang, and it would definitely, I think, help out. But at the same time, these three have to get and rise to the occasion, especially with the fact of Kurama or Kuwabara trying to get to this educational point, because at this point in the series, if Yusuke would live, he feels like he needs to just study an education because he knows that he's never going to get as tough as them. But in this opportunity, Kuwabara has to get tougher in order to make sure there is a future for the world. So instead of going into his books, he's going into his fighting abilities now, and what could awaken from that, being that he didn't give up on his latent abilities. So there's that whole thing you can go through. And then with Hiei, I mean, it's just Hiei. He's just going to come up with some more crazy techniques to go along with the Darkness Flame. Because, let's be honest here, Hiei is like a out-of-pocket cannon of awesomeness when it comes to action scenes. And you never know what he's going to do. And whenever he does do it, it makes you feel. So I think Hiei is going to rise to the occasion. Kuwabara, as I stated just a minute ago, I just could see something cool happening. And then Kurama, let's be honest here, he'll come up with some some new technique with Yoko Kurama. But is he going to go in the same way now as he would have if he had to enter that tournament now? So is he going to try relying more on Yoko, or is he not going to? And then once this is all taken care of, the Demon Warriors are still going to go down there. And without Yusuke to be there, who knows what's going to happen because Raizen's not going to be able to do anything. And this leads to like a whole split arc almost, where you could do that whole thing going on down there, and then the fight going on up there to get that captured and going on down the line. I don't know. These are just some like ideas I like tossing around and seeing if, possibilities of how it could go. And then obviously, sadly, the girls of the group, his mother and frickin' his girly, it'd be pretty traumatic, mostly for his girly, because she's top dog and she deserves better. But, for just the general premise, I think it'd be really kind of cool to see something like that. But that's just my thoughts on the matter. And if you agree with it, they'd be cool, just leave a comment down below. And if you think anything else that'd be kind of cool, like a spin-off like that as well, also leave that down in the comments below, because I like to kind of hear what you guys have to say about that stuff, so you can kind of like toss it off each other and just spin it into like some direction, make it a thing one day. You never know. It's hard to say. But with that being said, the only other thing I really got to add is I got another episode of the podcast that will be airing this Friday, with Charles yet again. We had a great time doing these, and I'm really excited to continue this down the road and make it a weekly project. So with that out of the way, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you're feeling generous, please click that subscribe button. It means a lot. But with that out of the way again, this has been Squids, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.